Why waiting until Monday is financial suicide? Quit your job and start now. Look at the clock. Seriously, just glance at the corner of your screen or your phone. What time is it? It's probably ticking towards 5, or maybe you're reading this on a lunch break that feels 15 minutes too short. You are sitting in a building or perhaps in a spare room at home, trading the most valuable asset you own, your time, for a paycheck that barely covers the interest on your stress. You have a business idea. It might be a product, a service, or a skill you know you could sell. But you aren't acting on it. You are waiting for the perfect time. You are waiting for the market to be safe, for your savings account to hit a magic number, for your kids to get older, or for your boss to suddenly become a nice person. I'm here to tell you that the perfect time is a myth designed to keep you compliant. It is a lullaby sung by the status quo to keep you asleep. If you have the itch to start a business, quitting your job isn't just an option. For your sanity and your financial future, it might be the only logical move left. The truth about job security. The rental agreement. Let's address the elephant in the room immediately, the fear of losing security. We are brainwashed from childhood to believe that a W-2 job is the safe route. You go to school, get the degree, get the gold watch, the 401k match, and the pat on the back for 30 years of service. But look around you. Is that reality anymore? Look at the news. Look at the layoffs happening at massive corporations that made billions in profit. The average person will change jobs 12 to 15 times in their lifetime. Companies have no loyalty. They will restructure, they will downsize, and they will eliminate your position to please shareholders without a second thought. That security you are clinging to is a rental agreement. You are renting your life out, month by month, to someone who can evict you whenever they want. Starting a business is building your own house. It's scary to swing the hammer, yes. Your hands might bleed and you might nail a few boards crooked. But at least when the storm comes, you own the walls that protect you. You can patch the roof yourself. You don't have to call a landlord who doesn't care if you get wet. The myth of the side hustle. The trap of tiredness. Now you might be thinking, I'll just do the side hustle thing until it pops off. And while that is the prudent, safe advice you get from personal finance blogs, it is often a trap. Splitting your focus is a recipe for mediocrity. When you work a 9 to 5 and then try to build an empire from 7 to midnight, you are running on fumes. You are tired, your creativity is shot, and you are serving two masters. You cannot build a Ferrari with spare parts and leftover fuel. At some point, you have to put all of your gasoline into one tank. There is a specific energy that comes from waking up knowing that if you don't figure out how to make money today, there is no safety net. That pressure is what forges successful entrepreneurs. It forces you to be resourceful. It forces you to sell. It forces you to succeed because the alternative is going back to the thing you hate. The side hustle keeps you comfortable enough to stay in the job, but too tired to ever leave. It's the middle ground that steals your dreams slowly. The cost of inaction. The bankruptcy of ambition. People often miscalculate the risk of starting a business. They look at the potential loss of income. They do the math on rent, car payments, and groceries. But let's calculate the actual cost of staying. What is the cost of your dreams? If you stay at that desk for another 5 years, what happens to the idea that is burning a hole in your brain? It dies. And worse, you become comfortable with its death. You start rationalizing why you never had a chance. The market was too saturated. I didn't have the money. It was a stupid idea anyway. That is the real bankruptcy, the bankruptcy of ambition. Inflation is eating your savings, your skills are stagnating, and your spirit is dimming. The financial risk of starting a business is quantifiable. You might lose a few $1,000s on inventory or marketing, and you can always go get another job if it fails. But the risk of staying is incalculable. You are losing equity in yourself. You are losing the person you could have become. The first 48 hours. The launch sequence. So let's say you pull the trigger. You walk out that door or you send that email. What do you do next? The biggest mistake new business owners make is treating their freedom like a vacation. They think, finally I can breathe. And then they exhale for 6 months and wonder why their bank account is empty. If you quit your job and sleep in until noon and play video games for a week, you will fail. You will fail hard. Your first 48 hours need to be your most productive. You need to immediately establish a routine that is stricter than any job you ever had. Wake up at 5 a.m. Dress like you are going to a board meeting even if your office is a coffee shop. Then, you need to identify the one thing that will generate revenue immediately. Not the website design, not the perfect logo, not the business cards. Revenue. Revenue is oxygen. You need it to survive. Pick up the phone. Call 3 potential clients. Send 20 direct messages to people who might need your service. Knock on a door. If you are building a product, find one supplier and one beta tester. You have to shift from employee mentality to owner mentality instantly. Owners don't wait for tasks to be assigned. They create the tasks. They don't wait for permission. They ask for forgiveness later. The mindset shift, building the callus. You are going to face doubt. Your family might think you've lost your mind. Friends might ask when you are getting a real job again. You might look in the mirror on a Tuesday afternoon and question every decision you've ever made. You have to build an emotional callus against this. When you quit your job, you are going against the grain of society. Society expects you to be predictable. It expects you to be a cog in the machine. When you become unpredictable, it makes people uncomfortable. You have to realize that their doubt is a reflection of their own fears, not your capabilities. Your mom telling you to be careful is her wanting to protect you from the pain she fears, not the pain you will actually feel. You will have days where you make $0. You will have days where you want to cry. But I promise you, even the worst day as your own boss is better than the best day as someone else's servant, because on your worst day, you are fighting for your own future. You are bleeding for your own dream. The reality check. The hustle is real. Let me be clear. This isn't a get-rich-quick speech. This is a get-free speech. When you start, you will work harder than you ever have. You will answer emails at 10 p.m. You will figure out accounting on a Saturday night. But there is a profound difference between working hard for a dream and working hard for a paycheck. When you work for a paycheck, you are trading time for money. When you work for a dream, you are investing time in equity. Every late night is building an asset. Every stressful client call is teaching you a skill that no one can ever take from you. You are building a resume of reality, not just a list of job duties. The action plan. Start the transaction. Stop planning. Stop watching YouTube videos about how to start a business and actually start one. There is a paralysis that comes with overconsumption of information. You are binging on motivation but starving for action. If you are watching this and you are still on the fence, I want you to do something right now. Pause the video. Seriously, pause it. Open a notes app or grab a pen. Write down 3 things you are amazing at. Not just good at, but amazing at. Next to that, write down 3 groups of people who desperately need those skills. That is your business plan. It doesn't need to be a 40-page document with market projections. It needs to be a transaction. Find someone with a problem and fix it for a fee. That is the only business model that has ever existed. You can perfect your packaging later. You can build the website later. You can form the LLC later. Start with the transaction. Get the money. Serve the customer. Prove the concept. Engagement prompt. The comment question. So, I have a question for you and I want you to answer it in the comments below right now. Don't just scroll past it. Type it out. What is the one thing stopping you from quitting your job today? Is it fear? Is it debt? Is it your family's opinion? Is it simply not knowing what business to start? I read the comments and this community is incredible at supporting each other. Maybe your reason is someone else's solution. Maybe by typing out your fear, you realize how small it actually looks on paper. Drop it in the comments. Let's talk about it. Let's break it down together. If this message resonated with you, if it lit a fire in your chest or made you uncomfortable in a way that feels like growth, you need to do 2 things. First, smash that like button. Liking the video tells the algorithm that this message matters, that it needs to be seen by more people who are stuck in the grind. Second, and this is more important, share this video. Send it to one friend. Send it to the one person you work with who is always complaining about the job but never does anything about it. Be the person who throws them a lifeline. Sometimes, the person next to you at work needs permission to leave, and you sharing this video might be that permission slip. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. I'm dropping videos every week designed to help you build a life you don't need a vacation from. The leap. Conclusion. The leap. The world is shifting. The economy is changing. The old rules don't apply anymore. You are not crazy for wanting to leave your job. You are crazy if you stay. You have one life. It is happening right now at this exact moment. You are not a rehearsal for the real thing. You are not a dress rehearsal for a better version of yourself. This is it. This is the main stage. So take the leap. Back yourself. Quit your job and start your business. Not next month. Not when you feel ready. Not when the kids are out of school. No. Because if not now, when? I'll see you in the next video. Go make it happen.